Hello everybody, what's going on? It's Lewis here, and today we are back with another Clash of Clans video. And in today's video, guys, as you see on screen, it is week 2 of CWL, and we did sadly take another loss, but this one was a super good war. I'm going to put some replays on in the background. So you see we matched up against CWC-BRAWLERS, and we did lose by 1 star and just lost our 1% as well. But I will explain everything in today's video, and I'm going to do a little discussion and put some replays from the war on in the background as well. So if we pull up a couple of stats on the side of the screen, guys, we did go 11 out of 22 at 10v10. That is the best 10v10 we've ever gone in a war. 50% hit rate. They only did a 30% hit rate, so we destroyed them at 10v10. We were super good at 10v10, like I said, best we've ever done. 9v9 and we did okay. We did manage to clear them in the end. It wasn't brilliant there, but we did clear them. 11v11, obviously, because we did so good at 10v10, we did have 3 shots at an 11v11, and I'm showing you one on the screen right now. This is the 11v11 that we did hit. It was against a tier 1, but we did manage to get the 3-star on this one at 11v11, so that's pretty awesome. But guys, where we did lose out on the war was the 12 versus 11 game. Now, sadly, I wasn't actually able to play in the war. I had to get someone to do my attacks for me. I only did one attack, and I did fail it on a 96% dip. And we also had a 99% dip fail and a 92, I believe, % dip fail. So we got really unlucky at the dips on the Town Hall 11s. They did have some pretty good bases, so shout out to them. But I'm not going to be showing any of them today. So we didn't manage to clear them, and that did cost us the war. We also had another person who was unable to attack for some reason, and that was a Town Hall 11. So that maybe could have won us the war as well. So really, we should have won this war. We did do better at 10v10, and we had more chances at 11v11, and we even had a chance at 12v12 if we didn't fail a dip, but sadly we did, and sadly we weren't able to use all attacks. So shout out to them, they obviously did win the war. I really think we should have won, and we were the better clan overall. In my opinion, I may just be biased, but obviously because we did fail the dips, that did cost us the war, and obviously dips are part of the war, but really I think we should have had the win. But they were awesome as well, they did pretty good. Their bases were super good. I really enjoyed looking at most of their bases. The Town Hall 11s especially, like I said, they were really hard, and that is why we did dip fail on a couple of them. We did manage to get one in, which was at least something, but apart from that, at the top we really didn't do too good. We're going to show on 10v10 here on screen in the background by Nicholas on one of their bases. You see it was these kind of Christmas tree bases where you have the Town Hall on the bottom and the Queen on that side, and you have loads of stuff up the top as well. So it's kind of these bases that we are seeing in the meta at the minute in CWL. Obviously this is to prevent a war worker, because a war worker has to come from the top or the sides to actually do something, and if you come from the bottom it won't work, and that is why the Queen is at the bottom, because it's really hard to use a war worker for this base. So let's see, so he comes from the top with the witches, and we're just going to let this one play in the background. Queen obviously does go back in, which is good. A little bit scary here. Now, good placement on the free spell. See, freezing all 3 expos there. That was awesome. But let's jump back into a couple more stats. So, at 10v10, they had a 30% hit rate. We had a 50% hit rate. They did go 1 for 1 at Town Hall 11, which was super good. The one attack they did actually have at Town Hall 11, they did manage to clear. And I believe that was on our tier 1. I'm not entirely sure. They did actually dip fell as well. They did only go 2 and 4 at 12v11. Obviously 12v11 really isn't as easy as you think, guys. It is a dip, but these bases are still pretty tough, especially with all the different defenses and stuff and traps. So much can go wrong, so dipping at Town Hall 12 really isn't that easy, and obviously you should be hitting a 3-star most of the time, but at the minute clans aren't really used to dipping at the high levels with the new troops and the new spaces. So we are just catching up to the meta, and hopefully that will improve over time. You see that whichever that does manage to grab the Archstar, that's pretty cool. But let's have a look at a couple more stats. So 10v12, obviously we do get our Town Hall 10s to hit their Town Hall 12s for 2 stars, and if we do have enough attacks later in the war, we will use Town Hall 11 attacks to 2-star the top bases, because that is like the point of the game. You do want to save the Town Hall 11 attacks for dips if you need, or for 11v11s, but if you do have enough attacks, obviously you would hit the top bases for percentage. We did go 2 out of 6 on that. We did clear 1 in the first attack, and then we took 5 hits to 2-star another base. It was a really hard base to 2-star for a Town Hall 10, but we did manage to get it in the end, and we did have a good 10v10 hit rate either way, so it didn't really matter if we wasted a couple more attacks just to make sure we did have the 2-star. They did go 2 out of 3, so obviously not wasting that many attacks, but overall I think we did pretty good. Obviously, we are still new to this, and we did have a 16% in the pick'ems, I believe, this week. So obviously slightly higher than last week. We had like an 11%, but we took this war really close, and I'm happy with how we performed. Hopefully we can get some wins in the future wars. Next we have Clan of Ghost, who I believe are like MLCW champions, something like that, and we have faced them before in our first ever league war. I believe the first ever league war we did was like a year ago in MLCW, and they did beat us for a 1-star or something like that. So it was a super close one, but obviously both clans have progressed since then, and now we are both in CWL. So it should be an awesome one if we step up like we did in this war and the last one, and just fix some minor mistakes like the dip fails. We will manage to get a win against them. So that should be super awesome to watch. I may even stream it if I have time, depending on what day the war actually is. But let's go ahead and look at this attack. So a CWL here, obviously the blimp with the rage spell going in and take down most of the defenses. And he's got a skeleton spell for this queen because he noticed there is no splash near the queen. Heals for this wizard tower, which is obviously quite smart. Now this is a little bit sketchy here because he doesn't have any more spells, and the top Inferno is going to do quite a bit of damage to these loons. Not too sure how it doesn't go down, but it is going to be really low health, I believe. I think it's like 1 or 2 hits. Yeah, no go. But at this point, he does have a ton of cleanup. Even the queen is still up, so just going to speed through this one because it is going to be a triple. It's just going to take a little bit of time to get around the base, and he drops in some minions at the bomb to help with cleanup, just to make sure he does have time in this raid. And that is going to be a 3-star here for Mobisha against the number 10. So they were a really good clan, guys, a really good opponent to face, and I'm happy with how he performed overall. Hopefully we can actually go ahead and win a couple of wars though. Right now we are 0-2 in the league, but both wars have been super close, and both wars we did come in as the underdog. So I'm happy in general with how he performed. Obviously a win would be nice, but we can't really ask for too much. We did really good at 10v10, and obviously that was due to planning and obviously doing really well in the attacks itself. So like these attacks, the queen has so much value. Just speeding through this one because I do have a couple more attacks I want to show you. And he's got a back end heal for this bomb tower, wizard tower section, so that was awesome. Nice hit here by Bitten. Doesn't even use the poison, just going to swag it probably on the CC. There we go, swagging the poison. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and look at a couple more. I believe I have 2 more attacks I want to show you, and they are Town Hall 9. So where are they? 22. Here we go. Thunderstone here. Dark Thunder coming in with a 9v9. This one was awesome. A Sui Hog. He noticed he can get the queen alone with the heroes, so he doesn't need the Golem or Ensign. And I believe this wasn't a fresh hit, so he did know there was no actual CC. It was a CC lava, so as long as he doesn't pop it with the kill squad heroes, that would be fine. So he just goes ahead and drops in some hogs. A couple of hogs on the mortar to make sure they do path correctly. And the rest of the hogs around here all going to group up on this expo. Drops in the hill because there is a giant bomb or 2. And he's going to go ahead and meet up with the hogs from the right hand side here. And another hill near the expo because there is the giant bomb. So that is going to be pretty much a 3-star here. He's just got tons of hogs left. Lava Hound, really not going to do much of poison for these skellies. Really nice poison placement there. Also going to be getting the king. And at this point, he really doesn't have anything that can stop him. He's got enough cleanup with the minions and troops all around. Even going to be freezing the king, so that is awesome there. By Thunderstone, Dark Thunder here in the 9v9 attack. Lava Hound doesn't even do anything. And that is going to be a triple. 44 hogs in this one, so awesome attack. Let's look at one more, and then we will call the video there. So here we go, Bitten here. He does have a town line in this war as well. Let's go ahead and see how he did it. So I like this one because of how he used the queen. He doesn't know there's a Lava Hound in CC. After he just pull it, he drops in a couple wall breakers to make sure he goes through. And the baby dragon he places here is going to be doing damage to this Lava Hound. And that is obviously, I'm not too sure if that's planned, but that is obviously going to pop the Lava Hound because there is no other defense in range which can shoot the baby dragon. So the Lava Hound pops, and in a second he's going to use the queen just to make sure he does clear up all these lava pups. And he's also going to use the queen as cleanup for these hog riders and all the trash buildings on the outside. So sending in hogs here does also get the heal down for this bomb tower, which is a nice job there. Hogs do split, a couple go to the air defense, that is fine, not really an issue. King on the backside is going to do a little bit of damage. Nice early heal there for that giant bomb. And the king really at this point isn't going to do much. Hogs do get split here, which is kind of unlucky, but this heal was placed so well. It covers literally every defense apart from that mortar, which is going to do nothing. And there's no giant bomb on the backside, so really nice attack here. He's got about 20 hogs left in the raid. They're all going to go on the king, even the king under poison, and the queen with her ability still on the back, and that is going to be a triple here for Bitten. So that is the war, guys. we did take the L, but we are going to be facing Clan of Ghost next. Obviously, they are a really good clan as well. All these clans in CWL are really good. I might be streaming it, I'm not too sure, but I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Peace out.